Hello everybody, my name is Kazou and today I will do my very first Let's Play. Today I'm gonna be playing Ori and the Blind Forest. Now, just a little background. I played this game before, back on the Switch, so I kinda know what I'm doing, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna be like, it's gonna be like a walkthrough or something like that, because it's been a long time since I beat this game. Not saying that I played this game since it released, like years ago. However, I did play this game recently, like last year, and it was pretty fun. Pretty difficult at times, and I'm gonna die a lot, but it is what it is. But anyways, I already have a save file because I already recorded this game before, but unfortunately my the settings that I went with in the videos that I made, unfortunately they were not good enough for me. Like the quality was pretty weird, it was pretty blurry and shit, which by the way, uh, you guys not gonna see like the game being like really good quality, unfortunately. Like maybe the text is gonna look blurry, nothing is gonna look as crisp as you think, so for that I have to apologize, but there's not much I can do about that because unfortunately my laptop can only take so much. It's a very low-end laptop, like extremely low-end, bro. Like I cannot even do 720p quality. It is that fucking bad. So until I can get a laptop that can handle HD quality, then unfortunately my Let's Plays and future gameplay videos are gonna be stuck like this for the time being. So without further ado, I guess I can delete this because I'm gonna start it again. Yeah, let's delete that shit. Let's start it again. Alright, so before we begin, this game is a Metroidvania style game. It's an adventure game, and the overall premise is that we are gonna play as Ori, and our objective is to restore the forest to its former glory, giving it back the light that is lost a while time ago. So without further ado, let us begin, and I hope that everything else works fine, and I hope I can do things better than last time, for sure. I'm gonna play on normal because unfortunately I tend to get really pissy really easily. We shall always remember at night when I lost Ori to the great storm. Shit. Is that like Swallow's Nest? Or a big boy? God damn, we're thick. I can barely jump. What is that? Ooh. Manaru grace my light. That's adorable, not gonna lie. As a child of Rome. Something I need to mention is that this game does a really good job of the cutscenes, because there's a lot of times where, like, for the most part, your character just takes control until you can actually control the character. I'm not saying that the cutscenes are interactive, but like that last cutscene where the light, the leaf of light came out, you would think that would be a cutscene, but no. The cutscenes and the transition into gameplay in this game is very seamless, which I really appreciate. It really adds to the atmosphere, and of course, immersion. Look at this place. Unfortunately, you can't appreciate how beautiful it looks because my quality is garbage. But hey. Wow, only one fruit? That's pretty bad, Lou. Jump over that. Hope you're good at jumping. There's more. Oh, there's more fruits over there, but we need to cross the river. You know, even though I have to replay everything again, it's not as bad. I mean, look at this game. It's so adorable and beautiful. Like, honestly, doesn't mind. Nobody should mind playing this game again. Even you have to restart the save file and start from scratch. Honestly. Oh. On that fateful night. When I lit the skies ablaze. I called out to Ori. Ori, come back home. We need you. My dad said no, you can't go. Oof. How much time it passed since it called me? Yet hope never came. The last fruit. Nope, never mind. I guess it wasn't good enough. Yeah, the forest kinda died out. Actually, now that I'm replaying this, I should probably get a better context of this entire thing, because the forest died out to the passage of time. Oof. Life withered and decayed. Oh no. When the forest was blind. God damn it, phone. Yet hope still showed its face. We're nimble, we can actually get the fruit. We're getting flashbacks already. There was a hiccup in the video earlier, I noticed. Don't be surprised if I come out with different quality next video, just to prevent that from happening. At least trying to prevent it from happening. I gotta say, this opening is really sad. I don't know if I mentioned that already. It's giving me like, have you guys watched the movie Up from Disney? Kinda like that opening, which is really depressing. He's gone. An orphan once more. Yep, we're by ourselves now. With no reason to stay. Oof, yep, see? Searching for my light. Kingdom Hearts? See what I mean about the cutscenes? So weak, so frail. I'm controlling this, by the way. Immersion, people. It's a beautiful thing. When cries were met with silence. Watch it. Ooh. Oof. I hope went astray. No. Damn. My child's strength faltered. No. No way. I can't let it end like this. And the last breath was drawn. So epic, bro. My light revived Ori. A new age was dawned. And with that, we're in. We revived. The forest needs us. Nature needs us. Without further ado, this is the game. We're about to begin. We get a map by pressing. I'm gonna say the select button. By the way, this is the Xbox version. I almost have the Series S version. I am playing on the Series S, by the way, so I know this game came way before the Series S, way before. Actually came on the Xbox originally, exclusively in here, in there. But as I mentioned before, there's a Switch version you can play. I couldn't tell you what version is better. I guess it's Switch because you can just bring it on the go. Not that it matters as much because game is kind of short. Not gonna lie. Like if you marathon it, like a few hours a day, you can actually beat it in like within a few days. Like not gonna lie, this game is actually kind of short. But anyways, what we picked up earlier was our first kind of like item or something. Basically, it's our form of experience points, which I'm gonna explain like later. We cannot attack, by the way. You can only jump and move. Ori himself is really nimble and fast, so that's really good at least. Unfortunately, something I'm gonna complain a lot about this Let's Play or this game in particular is that Ori himself doesn't jump that well. As you can see, even though he jumps decently high, he doesn't jump that high, you know. Which for a game like this, you kind of need the jump height. Just saying. Okay, so we picked up the green things we picked up. They basically recover health. We have 3 HP, and don't worry, yes, we will die extremely fast at this point, so we gotta watch out for that. And there's a blue thing over there. We're gonna pick it up. The blue thing is our energy. But for the sake, just to remind myself better, so I don't get lost or anything, I'm just gonna call it magic. Alright. So we get HP and we get MP. Magic can be used for different special moves that we're gonna learn throughout the game. Right now we can only do one action with magic, which is gonna be this. So that's I forgot what is that called, but that's a save point basically. So basically in this game, in comparison to other games that you probably played, where either the game's gonna drop you a checkpoint, or there's like dedicated save rooms or save points throughout the game so you can save your game, this game doesn't do that. Oh well, it kinda does, but most of the time, as for the checkpoints, you, the player, you're the one who's in charge of the checkpoints. These are the checkpoints, okay? So when you die in this game and you have to backtrack or like redo a long ass fucking thing in the game, that will be your own fault, buddy. Which is what this is a thing I'm gonna probably hate throughout the fucking playthrough. So be sure to fucking put these things constantly in case you feel that you're gonna die in a specific section or something else like that. Because chances are when you die, you probably will have to go back a long ass way just so you can like get back to where you were before, you know what I mean? So watch out for that. But with that, just to get some things moving. Oh shit, I'm gonna jump that guy. There you go. Okay, so these are the spirit lights. So basically these are the experience points that you can see on the circle in the bottom center of the screen. Those are the experience points. When we fill the meter, we're gonna get 1 skill point that we can use to basically learn an ability or just a passive ability that will allow us to basically have an easier time in the game, pretty much. I'm almost about to fill it up, so cool. We're gonna come in here and we're gonna get our first ability, I guess. Deep in the forest, Ori was lost. Pick up a tiny light. Oh shit. My strength is returning. I am seeing the light in the eyes of the spirit tree. I was lost in this glen, but she loosened her grip. I can guide you on your journey if you allow it to come, if you allow me to come. But be still. Can you hear that? They must have followed you here. Combat. Let me kill this guy real quick. Never mind, he's dead. Wow. Okay, I'll check out here. Their lights shall return to me. These words the spirit tree once said. In the glade past the caverns, we'll find them. There's a path up ahead. That's our next objective. So combat in this game is gonna be really weird. So to attack in this game we have scene here, which is the light that follow us basically everywhere. Kinda like Navi from Legend of Zelda, except you can actually attack. As you can see when I press the X button on the Xbox version, she attacks by basically shooting like energy projectiles or light projectiles or whatever that is to attack enemies and basically just do damage. You kinda have to be close to an enemy to hit them, by the way. It has a specific range to it, so you have to be you kinda have to be close, but at the same time not too close, because of course you're gonna get hit if you're not careful enough. And right now, I don't know if you guys remember from the last fight, but we filled out the meter once and we have one skill point that we can use. To spend on skill points, you basically have to go back to either actually gonna explain that later. But right now you can go to your checkpoints and press the B button, and this is our skill tree. So there's 3 different paths of upgrades you can go with. The red ones or the bottom one is for attack. The middle one is more exploration based because you have like at least these things here. Hold up. These things here are really good, and also this one. Basically it tells you where the collectibles are, like in the map and shit, at least later on. At the same time with like big EXP orbs that's gonna be on the map as well. At the same time with some really nifty support abilities that allows to kind of like gather more EXP or gather from far away, gather the double the magic from magic drops from enemies, and all that kind of good stuff. The upper upgrade path, the green path here, are more kind of like support abilities, or like I wouldn't say special abilities, but like more like they affect some of them affect your movement, some others kind of like they add modifiers to some of the abilities you're gonna have later in the game and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Basically the upper path is like one of the better upgrades in the game that I recommend going for at the very least. Really good upgrades to go for basic, pretty much at least the really good upgrades to get really quickly has to be water breathing, which is going to be really good for a part of the game we're going to actually go to like really soon, or not really soon, but like later on. And at the same time it's going to allow us to explore really big water areas without having to worry about having to go to an air pocket and get oxygen so we don't die from drowning and stuff like that. Another good one we can also get is triple jump, but we won't get that ability until like I would say like the mid game. I know it's like all the way to the end, but believe me, you actually can get one of these paths fully upgraded really early if you really want to. If you just focus all your points into one path, which you can do, but I don't recommend, because I mean you kinda need the other upgrades to sustain yourself better, you know what I mean? So and the bottom one is just attack. They offer you all the modifiers for your attacks and whatever, like quick fling allows you to shoot faster, or like to shoot more projectiles against multiple enemies at the same time, so you can attack like up to 3 enemies at the same time, increasing the damage of your flame. You get a charge attack later on that actually increases the effectiveness of that, and then more upgrades to your attack basically. So in the beginning I recommend getting either Spirit Magnet, which is really useful in the beginning because it allows you to get the you basically get any drops like life, EXP, or magic from enemies from far away, because normally you have to go to the orbs to pick them up normally, but with a magnet on, which I'm going to get, it's gonna allow us to basically get it from far away, like so. You see? That Spirit Magnet, that's what it does. We kinda need it. It does have a range to it. It doesn't pick the orbs from like full screen, so you actually have to be kinda close to trigger it. Although we do get an ability that allows us to, what is it at? Yeah. Very soon we'll be able to get Ultra Spirit Magnet, which basically allows us to get orbs on full screen, which I also am gonna get really soon because that's gonna be really useful. So we can get some extra EXP, and we need to clutch it out. We can get some health or magic to some enemies. You see those enemies? They're really annoying because we're gonna shoot 3 projectiles like that. The purple water down below is poisonous. It's gonna kill us extremely quickly, so you gotta watch out for that. Also gonna put a save point, because if I were to die I have to redo the cutscene what I got seen and fight all those guys again. I'm not even joking. That will happen if I don't save the game. So when you play this game, don't be like me and forget to fucking just save the game constantly, so you don't have to deal with that shit anymore. You know what I mean? Spirit wells are ancient structures that were used to quickly traverse all of Nibble. The light of the spirit wells will also replenish your strength whenever you are weary. So remember the save points that I mentioned? These are the save points. But I'm gonna be honest with you, you're not gonna be using these like as much because there's only a few throughout the game. Alright? What these are used for, basically for teleportation, which we actually get to really soon. So you see this little thing, we can actually jump off of it. You have to press the jump button when you step on these to get more height, kind of like Mario. When you jump on an enemy, you also get more height if you actually press the jump button as you land on them, kind of like that thing. So yeah. But anyways, moving on. Nice, another level. And it seems that we kill or we do a lot of damage whenever we level up, like every time. So this, I won't say this is a puzzle, but you get to push and pull objects by basically getting near the object and pressing the right trigger. You get to move the objects. Actually, Ori is surprisingly strong for him to actually carry or like push this entire fucking rock by himself. Like, that's actually pretty impressive. Anyways, this is another item. These are the keystones. Now don't worry, this collectible is not what you think it is. They're basically here because there is a door that we need to use the keystones on. There's gonna be a locked door, which I'm gonna show really quick. Actually, I think, yeah, there's another one. These doors. The spirit gate closes us that were built for protection before the days of decay. The required keystones must be nearby. To reach the spirit tree, we must pass the spirit caverns that lie beyond this gate. So these are what the keystones are for. Now, when you see a door like this, that means there's like some keystones around the area that surrounds this door, basically. This door only takes 2 keystones, but later in the game we actually can encounter a door that has up to 4 keystones that are basically gonna be scattered across the area that the door is in, basically. And some of the keystones are gonna be kind of tricky to get, so better put that brain to good use, alright? Oops, shit. Actually doing a good job of not getting hit that much. Oh my god. Oh. Let's save the game, just in case. Also, we have another ability point. I'm gonna actually use it on Rekindle. Rekindle is another essential ability to get really early, because it's gonna allow us to use the checkpoint multiple times to either resave the game or to restore our health, which actually we will learn like afterwards, because we can get it. The second ability that we can get in this tree is Regroup, which allows you to restore 1 HP whenever you save, which is really good. So these are the energy shards that I was mentioning. These, whenever an enemy drops these, they basically restore some of your magic meter, which is really useful. Right now we only have 1 magic point, so yeah, it's not gonna be used for a lot. However, you see this little thing over here? So if you played Metroid, you probably are familiar with energy tanks, which basically increase your max health. Well, these are basically the energy tanks in this game. These are life cells, very important. They increase your max health by 1. Basically, there is over 12 life cells throughout the game, and at the same time there's also energy cells that are going to increase your maximum health, or no, maximum health, but maximum magic, which is going to be really good. There's 15 because, well, you start with 1 MP to begin with in the game, so yeah, it's 15 for both health and magic. At the same time, there's also big what is it, spirit orbs that basically just either give you a shit ton of EXP, or they basically guaranteed 1 skill point that you can actually use for upgrades and shit, which is really good. Okay, so my goal on this episode is to basically reach the tree. Ouch, I actually fell on that. My goal in this episode is to basically reach that part of the game, that part of the very least, before. Wow, that actually went through that. That's actually pretty annoying. But yeah, I'm gonna try to reach that before just calling it and see how everything went. I think my video just hiccuped once, which was in the beginning, which I do apologize. But oh well, next time I'm probably gonna how you say that? Fail safe this shit, I guess. Ori, this is a map stone, one of the many ancient markers created to chart the forest of Nivelle as it grew. There is a piece missing. If you can find the mapstone fragment, you may be able to repair it. So these are also important. So these are the yeah, these are the map stones, yes. So to basically, okay, no. So when you encounter these, I don't know if you see the icon on the top left of the screen. That's a map fragment. So when you get one, you return to these things, and what they're gonna do, they're gonna reveal the entire area, at least one of the zones, completely into your map, which makes exploration much easier, so you have to like explore the entire area by yourself. Now if you were to go for the marker abilities on the map that mark you like all the collectibles in the game, then that would be a really nifty ability, or like it would be really useful for you to get the map stone, so you can actually um, find the collectibles fast, or like know where to get the collectibles faster. Because one thing that you kinda need to focus in this game is getting your max health and MP high enough so you don't die to fucking everything, you know what I mean? Because I don't know if you guys know this already, we start weaker than a fucking infant with 3 HP. Well, now I have 4, but you can die really easily in this fucking game. There were those that turned to hope. When she ravaged and killed. The light of the spirit tree lives in all of us. He's the reason that we're alive. He's the reason we grew. When we called you, when we called out to find you, many years passed. We were attacked, wounded, and killed by our foe. Now these ancestral trees are all that is left behind. Come closer. Now and feel the light of Phil, the spirit inside. So whenever you see these, that means it's a new ability that we're gonna acquire. In this case, we're gonna learn wall jump. Yes, you heard it correctly. Wall jump. What does wall jump do? It allows you to do this. Basically, pretty much that. If you played Mega Man X, you're probably very familiar with this mechanic, because that's probably the main reason you get to basically get up high places, just like this. Don't worry, it's really easy to do. Just constantly jump to the wall, and Ori is just gonna jump upwards until you reach the next ledge. However, the wall has to be straight up for you to actually wall jump properly, because if the wall is kind of like steep and rugged, I guess that's the correct word for that, then Ori unfortunately won't be able to jump that high. And there's being overloading, unfortunately, so at least I know what to do next time. Yeah, that's how we basically get to platform this game and just traverse through the entire place. Not gonna lie, I'm actually doing a really good job fighting. I used to suck ass at combat in this game because it felt really weird to me, but now not so much, surprisingly. We're gonna push this because we kinda need it. Actually, yes, we need it because it's gonna allow us to reach that next platform. Little tip: whenever you're fighting, keep moving. Ori is not restricted by like, you know, attack animation, so you can just freely move for attacking. Which sounds amazing, but you'll be surprised if I mention that kind of fucked me up before, you know. It really fucking did, but it is what it is. Also, we need to push the rock, I forgot. I'm pretty sure those mazes are gonna insta kill you, so you gotta watch out like that. We're safe. Look at that. Don't worry, we're safe. Just be careful to not jump into the spikes. There's more keystones, which means that there's a door nearby. Just so you know. Okay. That's a lever. So I went too faster. I just do it by I have it on like on muscle memory by now. So those are just levers. You just like the rocks, you can press the shoulder button or the right trigger button, R2 or CR, your own switch, to move the lever to the other side and basically just make stuff happen. And this basically allows us to jump over here, so don't have to go all the way back. And look at that. Remember the map stone? We can actually return and use it, which I'm gonna actually do really quick. We'll be going for a while now, so hopefully I can reach the tree hopefully soon. So now that we have a map fragment, I'm gonna use it by pressing the button. And voila! Yep, we have to go that way. So you see the entire map of this one zone is revealed. That's the entire zone. So now that we have the fragment, we know where to go. Also more overloading. That's really bad. That is really bad. Tell you what. I'm having some technical difficulties. So tell you what guys, I'm going to save the game real quick. I'm going to readjust my settings for recording. And when we come back, we will reach out to the spirit tree and continue where we left off. So hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. I'm gonna see you guys next time. Peace.